She's so pretty, but she sucks.
The funniest thing about all this is I'm getting flashbacks to when I got my 240. It was about a cloudy day on the truck and the car's coming in. I'm so excited. So, there we go. We got ourselves a new car. Okay, one of the first things I want to do before I explain a single thing is I want to get that tire inflated, and I just want to get a charger on this battery just so we can see what's going on. Upon filling it up, I realized that I heard a bit of a sound, so I sprayed some soapy water on, and it's bubbling. I don't think the rim is bent. That just seems unlikely because I don't see a whole lot of damage on the rim. So I'm probably gonna need to buy a new tire. That's okay. This one, it clearly doesn't hold air. So before you guys say anything like, Brad, this car sucks. You bought a hoopty. This thing's no good. Just wait, I'll get to it. Let's pop the hood, get a battery charger on it. Hydraulics, I like to see it. Where's the battery? Oh man, if the battery's underneath something like this, I'm gonna be, oh wait, what? I bet you the battery's gonna be like under on this side or something. Oh, what's that? Looks like a plus. Is that the battery? It doesn't look like the battery, no. What the hell? Where's the battery on this thing? I genuinely don't know where the battery is. It's gotta be up underneath that cowl. Okay, what's holding this thing in right now? Anything? Okay, I think that's it. It has like this, which means the plus for like the terminal. Oh no, I dropped that down there. Oh no, man, that went far. I already don't like working on Audis. I can't even fit my hand down there. So, there we go. One just goes right up there behind the cowl. The other one just goes to a little bolt on the strut tower. Got this guy running. And then now we wait. I've fully cleaned off this bench, put away all the tools. Cass has been fully cleaning all of like the jams and the hard spots. So this is this side. This is damn near close to immaculate. A lot of stuff needs to be like cleaned there. The problem is I don't want to wash it in our back lane. I'd like to wash it in the driveway, but that means I have to drive down the back alley and back up the main street, which is fine because I have day permits. I don't know if this thing's gonna run. I've been charging the battery. I was told this thing runs. I really don't know. But the guy said he took it to a few mechanics and they said it either needs to be pulled, put a new one in, or rebuilt. So that's where we're at. The guy I got it off of, he isn't super mechanically inclined. So he's just like, he'd rather sell it than go through the hassle of getting it fixed and all that. So here we are. Actually, I wanna show you something. This is the key. I've never seen this before. This must be like an Audi thing, I guess. But there's like no key. And it's not like push start. You just put it in there. And it works. So, you ready to get her fired up?
I'm a little nervous.
I'm super nervous too.
Ready.
Sounds good. Honestly, I was honestly waiting for like the growl of like a V8 or something. This thing's only a 2-liter. But that's what I'm used to. And like my car doesn't sound like a V8, my 240, but it's like loud, you know? And also I was waiting to hear rod knock. I was waiting to hear like a good explosion. So I'm excited. This thing seems all right. So yeah, there is some sort of mechanical issue. I don't know exactly what it is. I got it for the sole purpose of finding out what the mechanical issue is. It is my car. I'm not giving it back. I'm not fixing it for somebody. So I just don't want you guys to think like, just because I'm like repairing it or anything, I'm not giving it away. Like this is mine. But anyways, I just want to give you a quick rundown on what this car is. So this thing is a 2011 Audi A4. It's got the 2-liter turbo and it's quattro. So that means that it's all-wheel drive, but you're not gonna get as much power as you would on like a front wheel or rear wheel, just because it's gonna be heavier and just a whole bunch of other stuff that I don't feel like getting into right now, but I'm super happy that it runs. So basically, it's a running, driving car. The only downside is that it's automatic. It does have the paddles, which is a little bit cooler, but it's definitely not no 6-speed manual. As soon as I tell you guys why, you're gonna be blown away that it runs. This thing sounds like it runs good. I checked the oil, it was a little dark. It wasn't low, wasn't too high, so that's what I was a little worried about. Give it a little bit of gas. Okay, I heard a sound. Okay, so it sounds like there's a pretty harsh rattle on deceleration. I don't know what that is. Definitely gonna have to do a little bit of research, but if you don't give it any gas, it sounds pretty good. So the only thing I'm really upset about is, I don't want to say really upset, but the tire doesn't hold air. I wish I could take this thing for a drive, but I can't, so I'm not gonna get too butthurt over that. So this one is the S-Line edition. So I guess that means that it has like these really nice seats. The seats are these Alcantara material, and it's super nice. The interior is really nice on this thing. The previous owner, the guy that I got it off of, he said him or nobody else has been in the back seats during his ownership, and that was about 3 years. So the back seats are absolutely immaculate. And then for the front, I really don't see any issues. Like the front's pretty perfect. There might be a little bit of wear and tear on the steering wheel, but that's normal. There are a few issues. Oh, that's one of the issues. There it is. Okay. The door doesn't close. So you have to do that. So if it's out and you close it, it doesn't do it. I'm sure it has something to do with this little hinge in there. Might spray a little bit of WD-40 and fix that right up. Underneath the passenger mirror, it's kind of cracked. I don't know if you guys can see that. And then there's like the motor issue. So the guy never really specified what it was. I probably should ask now that I think about it, but apparently it might need a new motor. Just, it could be something simple, you know? So it may not exactly need a full engine swap like he was told. The guy went to mechanic shops, so they might just be trying to upsell him, trying to get him to get a whole new motor when he doesn't really need it. I got that tire back up to about 35. That one was a little bit low. This one, I got up to about 40. Just so it has a little bit of wiggle room. I just want to see if that actually holds pressure. Since I got the tires to inflate and this thing sounds like it runs pretty good, we're going to drive it around, put it in my front yard, we're going to wash it. Okay, so the story of how I picked up this 2011 Audi A4 S-Line goes like this. So my girlfriend, she works at a bank. I'm not going to say which one, doesn't matter. And she's a bank teller. She does bank teller things. She deals with customers all day. Some guy about a week ago comes into her bank wanting to pay off his car loan, this car loan. And he was saying, he's like, oh, I want to get a new car. This one sucks. It keeps breaking down. I took it in to get fixed. As soon as I got it back, something else broke down. Do you know anybody that wants a free car? And she's like, what do you mean a free car? This thing's a 2011 Audi A4. And he's like, I don't want it. I want to get a new car. I don't like it. It sucks. It keeps breaking down. So she said, yeah, my boyfriend, aka me, he likes free cars. He likes free anything. He knows how to work on cars. He'll take your car. And then he's like, okay. Gives her his number and name. Says, tell him to text me. So fast forward 2-3 days. I kind of thought about it. I'm like, there's no way this guy wants to give away a free car. And then I'm sitting there. I'm like, I should just text this guy, see what's going on. So I shoot him a text. Within 5 minutes, he's like, yeah, dude, like, it's a free car. Just like that. I'm like, okay. So I ask him, where are you located? Like, if you're nearby, I could maybe do this. And he tells me, and it's like 10 minutes from my house. So I'm like, holy shit. Okay, yeah, I'll come pick it up. And I didn't want to ask him too many questions because he probably is just so sick of talking about it. And I'm getting a free car. Like, if the headlight's cracked, it's a free car. I don't need to ask him. So I tell him, I was like, hey man, I'll come pick it up whenever you can. He's like, can you come pick it up tomorrow? I'm like, I'll be there, man. And I was kind of skeptical. I was like, something's got to fall through. Like, there's no way this can be this good. And then 10 o'clock in the morning comes around and I'm like, hey man, I'm here. And he's like, okay, I'll come get you. I go inside. He's like, yeah, you want to take a look around? I'm like, dude, it's a free car. There's nothing that's going to turn me away from this. He's like, yeah, it's got a dead battery, so I can't start it up for you. I'm like, I don't care. It's a free car. He's like, yeah, it does run. Like, I drove it a couple months ago, but the battery's dead. I'm like, okay. So he was told that the thing needs a new motor, and he just doesn't want to pay to get a new motor in this thing when he just wants to get a new car because it keeps breaking down. That's where I come in because I don't pay for labor. I am the labor. So I pay $500 to $1,000 to get a new motor. I am the labor. That's all it's costing me to put a new motor in this thing. So anyways, we push it out into the parking lot. I go get some registration, I transfer it to my name, everything goes smoothly. He doesn't owe any money on it because my girlfriend works at the bank. He paid it off in front of her. Like, she helped him pay it off. So, called a tow truck, got it towed to my house. I'm like, this is a free car. Like, it's just wild. It's not like a 1994 Honda Civic with 350,000 kilometers and it just dumps oil. This thing it's a new Audi car. Like, that's a free car. The insurance people were like, okay, how much did you pay for it? I'm like, $200. And they're like, what do you mean $200? You mean 2,000? I'm like, no, 200. And they're like, what do you mean? I was like, I don't know. The guy just sold it to me for 200. So that was funny. Nobody believed me there, but that's it. Like, that's what it is. So anyways, we brought it home. I charged it up. And as you guys saw, I tried starting it. I was waiting for something to explode. Nothing exploded. This thing sounded good. There was a bit of a rattle. I do think it's a heat shield that might be undone. So gonna take a look, but even if it is a rattle and it needs a new motor, it is a free car. It's a free car. This thing's got good bones. I haven't looked into it yet. I don't know if it has good bones. I assume it has good bones, but so yeah, that's where we're at. Now, that's the first thing. The second thing is this is my parents' garage, technically. Like, I call it my garage because I'm really the only one that comes in here and works on my car. But it's on my parents' property. They are not the biggest fan that I already have my Jeep. They're okay with that one. That's my daily driver. They just want to see me get to work and back. They don't like the 240 because it takes up room in my dad's garage. When I got that 240, they went to Mexico. And they said, Brad, you're not getting another car. Because I was like, I might get another car. And they're like, you're not getting another car. They go to Mexico, I buy a 240. They come home and they're like, what? Yeah, there's a 240 in the garage. I'm like, yeah, it's my 240. This weekend, when I bought this car, they went away again. So they're gonna be coming home. I got myself another car. And the biggest thing is, when I had the 240, there's a spot in the garage for it. As you guys can tell, there's a Sea-Doo over there. And we got this thing. I don't have room for the 240 and the Audi. So that's the biggest dilemma that we're seeing. So my dad's gonna be home in about 10-15 minutes. So I'm gonna film his reaction when he comes in. I don't know what he's gonna say. I think he's gonna be a little pissed off that I got another car and now something else is gonna have to go in the driveway. But I really hope I can get him on the fact that this is a 2011 car and it's free. I didn't pay $1 for it. Okay, I'm doing a lot of talking right now. I'm just gonna wait till my dad gets home, film his reaction.
Whose car's that?
That's mine.
Yeah, right.
It is.
Swear to God.
Really?
Yeah.
Holy shit. Where'd you get this? What do?
I got a new car.
No.
Yeah. Beautiful leather seats in this thing. 150,000 kilometers. Audi A4, 2011.
Come on.
Yeah.
What's, like, how did you pay for this?
I got it for free.
Did you steal it?
Nope. This is a free car. I literally paid $0 for this. I paid $80 to transfer it to my name and get a day permit.
Alright.
And it has an engine. And it runs.
Runs and drives. Free car, 2011.
Well, how'd you get this? Like, what are you doing with it?
I don't know.
But you can't pass up a free car like
No, I
this.
know. We could easily flip this.
Yeah. could've
they
flipped
sell
it.
for like 10 grand.
It's clean.
Yeah.
Yeah, the interior's like pristine, everything's...
Hooked up for a sub and out.
Really?
Yeah. Like, just open up the back seats. It's like
You
immaculate.
know, it's nice.
Alright, it is not sunny out by any means. It's actually a little bit cold. It's about 8 degrees, 7 or 8 degrees. I'm not sure what that is in Fahrenheit, but it's pretty cold. So I do want to get this car washed. It's actually really dirty. It has a whole bunch of like, I don't even know, like slime almost. I don't think slime's the right word, but I want to go and get it washed. So I'm going to drive this thing around and we're going to see how the first drive goes. Give this guy a good little bath. The wheels are just disgusting. Like, I don't know if you guys can see that. Like, that is not good. So, let's see how this thing drives. All right, moment of truth. Let's see if she starts. That was a sad start. All right, let's try it now. god, dude, this thing drives nice. Well, it feels good. Like, it's not like my 240 where the differential's like locking, well, because it's welded, but like the wheels are chirping. It tells you what direction we're facing. Holy shit, this thing's luxury. This thing feels like a normal car. This is honestly the greatest free car I've ever had. Like, honestly. Like, once we wash this thing's gonna clean up real nice. Before I start anything, I just want to show you guys just a good before and after. Wheels completely dirty. There's so much dirt right around the wheel wells. The license plate. You guys can just see filth on this thing. Okay, I got this thing fully washed now and it looks so good. There's some weird little spots like here where the dirt doesn't fully come out, and I'll explain more about that once I kind of figure out what the deal is. But holy man, does this thing clean up nice. Like, I am so happy with this thing. Okay, so I'm editing the video right now and we kind of have a bit of a problem. I never ended the video. Normally I could just come in here and say, hey, look, I never ended the video. The issue is I don't know how I want to end the video because, so I filmed this video about a month ago. And at the time I had a plan. Like, I could sit here and continue on with that plan, but that's not what's happening. So we ran into a bit of an issue. I can't have both cars. It's either the 240 or the Audi. Right now, I am leaning towards keeping the 240 just because I like 240s. It's more fun to work on, even though it's older, it doesn't have all those creature comforts in it, but it's manual. That's one of the biggest things, it's manual. And I think a lot of you guys like watching my content for the 240. So I'd hate to get rid of the 240, you guys lose interest. So now I'm just filming videos for people who don't give a shit about them. And that's not what I want to do. I want to make the videos for you guys. That's where I need your guys' help. I want you guys to comment down below which car you would rather see me sell. So comment either the Audi or the 240 gets sold. And then I'll keep the other one because I obviously want to make content for you guys because I really enjoy doing it. But I just can't have both. We just don't have the room here. So I'm gonna put the money that I get for it back into the videos because right now I don't make any money really. So like, that money would definitely help the channel. So yeah, I just want you guys to let me know down in the comments what you guys think. I'll also be making a post on my Instagram. So if you guys don't want to do it here and you want to do it on the Instagram for whatever reason, make sure you guys follow me right here. But yeah, I just wanted to fill you guys in at the end of this video. So if you guys are still around, I really appreciate it. And I hope to see you guys next time. Thank you very much for watching and I'll see you later.